Hello everyone and welcome on this new midweek analysis video from Xtreme Trader. This is Salah speaking. We're very proud to say that our signals have made in total more than 204 pips of profits to our clients in the premium group and minimum pips of 60 pips. Now please allow me to explain to you what is the minimum pips. Minimum pips is actually for those who are depending only on the take profit number 1. So if you are relying only on take profit number 1, you have made not less than 60 pips if you have actually entered all of the signals, and of course this is included the 2 stop losses which we had recently today. So meaning 60 pips was the minimum amount that you could have earned if you have actually used our signals correctly. Now of course it might be different due to the difference in the spreads and the commissions in other brokers, but from our side, depending on the prices that we have selected, we have made this amount as minimum. Let me please show you the signals and the results, and as we can see, very small losses here and there, but so many signals went in the profit, as we can see, my friends. Sadly, we had here 2 signals hitting the stop loss, but again, thankfully, we had recovered these losses immediately, and 2 signals actually have been able to recover the entire losses from these 2 signals. And as you can see, today, Tuesday, was really good day. Most of the signals have went in the take profit level. It was a green day for the premium members. So again, I believe we are going in the right track and everything is going well. The signals are doing fantastically well and I'm very happy about the results, and we will share with you soon the happy messages from our clients who are enjoying the experience. So of course, if you wish to join Xtreme Trader Forex Signals group, please contact our support. You can find their contact details in the description below this video. Contact them today and hopefully we will see you there. Alright, so let's now take a look at the market and see what happened so far this week. And by the way guys, have you taken any of these signals? They did very well so far and I'm very happy about the results. The gold signals which I have sent here this morning, scalping the gold for 1 minute candles, actually have done really amazing. This signal right here, sell at 1780.59. I have personally taken this signal and have made more than $300 of profit. It was really one trustworthy signal and very good one. And even right here, the buy order, as you can see, has been triggered, and the market right now is ranging above the buy level, currently running in 10 pips of profit. So I really want to know, guys, if you are taking these signals, because the views for the gold signal videos is very disappointing. We are barely reaching 600 views, which is so disappointing for me actually. These gold signals are gold mining, and I think they are highly valuable, and I can bet you there is I can't find a YouTube content have this kind of signals on their channels. So let me know if you want me to continue this series or not, because I don't see much activity in the gold signals videos so far. So anyway, let's now begin the weekly analysis, the midweek analysis, and let's now begin with the Euro USD. As you can see, the Euro USD has went all the way straight to the take profit level, but sadly did not trigger our sell area, which means we have to eliminate the old signal since it's no longer valid. But let me just tell you, in my opinion, the Euro USD is going to remain to be bearish. Let's now go to the daily chart. So now on the daily chart, we can see that the market actually here has created a resistance trend line, and yes, okay. So most likely the market is actually gonna keep this level as a resistance trend line. However, we can see clearly that the market here also has created a resistance trend line as well, and we can see that the market has made a bullish breakout from that resistance trend line. And when the market fall down all the way to create a new support trend line, guess what? The market has actually failed to create a new support trend line, which means the market most likely is going to continue to rise again to retest the same level and create a new resistance trend line, and hence the Euro USD is actually going to continue the fall till it reaches the lowest level of the support at 1.00495. So that being said, on the daily chart, let's now move to the 4-hour time frame. Now on the 4-hour time frame, we have to consider the horizontal resistance levels, which means, if I'm not mistaken, we are having right here exactly a real level of a resistance at 1.02112. As we can see, the market is actually facing here a strong support zone, as we can see. And so far, it seems to me like the Euro USD is getting ready for one last attempt to break out from that level of a previous resistance and to respect the resistance trend line right here. Shorting right there is actually gonna be a good idea. We have to wait for the Euro USD to rise for about, I would say, roughly like 40 pips, 42 pips before we can start shorting the pair and hoping for that resistance trend line to keep the position. You might actually expect from the Euro USD to rise for about, I would say, 53 pips against our direction, just to reach the real level of the resistance right here at 1.02641 before it reaches the final target exactly right here at 1.00727, because right here, my friends, we had a real level of a support and we had here a false breakout, and we are expecting from the Euro USD to continue the fall all the way till it reaches the real level of the support, which is going to be respected. So here goes your signal for the Euro USD. And that's everything for the Euro USD. Let's now move to the, by the way, the target. I forgot to mention the target. We're aiming about 100 and I would say about 140 pips profit from the signal. Meanwhile, the safe zone will be ranging for about 50 pips. Let's now move to the Pound USD. Alright, so the Pound USD is very similar to the Euro USD. It actually has reached the take profit level instantly without touching our sell level. Oh, very bad. Anyway, let's now get rid of this signal and let's see what we can do next with the Pound USD. Going now to the daily chart. Now on the daily chart, what we can see here is something very interesting, because we are having here also a resistance trend line, as we can see like that. And the market has actually created here a channel exactly just like this, which seems to me like the Euro USD, the Pound USD on the daily chart has already retested the broken level of the support right here, exactly right here. So we had here a broken level of a support at 1.20989, and the Pound USD has already retested the level. Let's just move to the daily, to the 4-hour time frame to see it more clear. Perfect. So now we can see that the Pound USD has indeed touch this level. I was actually going to send you the signal to short the Pound USD right from here. Let me just be more accurate. Exactly like this. Yes, from here. That was actually a perfect level to start shorting the Pound USD, but sadly the market has already, it seems like the market has already reached that level. All we can say here is we are hoping for another attempt. We have to wait for the Pound USD to rise for about 50 pips, and that final attempt is going to be the final, of course, and we have to start shorting the Pound USD right on it. So by looking at the resistance trend lines, we can see that the market here has created a resistance trend line, another real level of a resistance trend line, then we had here a false breakout, then again another resistance trend line, and again another false breakout, and again another real level of a resistance trend line. So there's so many attempts of a resistance trend line, but keep in mind, not a single support trend line, not a single one. It's only either a resistance trend line or a false breakout, which means we didn't have a single resistance trend support trend line right here. So we can actually safely say that the market most likely gonna continue the rise based on the support right here, on the pressure on the support on 1.2067. The market might actually rise again to reach that level of a previous resistance, and from that point, my friends, we can keep the trade running till it reaches the lowest level of the support right here at 1.19279, because that was actually a real level of a support, and we had here a false breakout, and as you can see, the real level of the support has indeed been respected again. So in the end, we had inverted head and shoulders, but the market actually has been overbought, and now it's actually going to be bearish. We can expect right now from the market to continue the fall all the way till it reaches the real level of a real support. So let me now please write your signal for the Pound USD. And there goes your signal, my friends, for the Pound USD. Let's now move to the AUD USD. Alright, so as you can see, the AUD USD has already reversed without touching our sell level. which only needed like 25 pips to reach it. But however, the market has already touched the take profit level, which makes this signal no more valid. But of course, we are also going to maintain sell order for the AUD USD. Let me just tell you something. Right here, my friends, we're having a real level of the resistance exactly right here at 0.70472. It's very actually remarkable. I need to go to the daily chart. Now, it's remarkable. This level is actually very interesting. We're having here the real level of the resistance, and we had here the false breakout. This is actually very typical setup for selling the market again, right on the retest of the real level of the resistance. It's actually ideal setup, and I think we don't need any more further analysis for it. It's very obvious for me. The market most likely is going to continue the rise till it reaches that level of a real resistance. I am personally going to actually wait for the setup and enter it with big lot size. I honestly think it's a very trustworthy setup. That's the kind of the setup that I'm always waiting for in my live trades every day. So now going back to the 4-hour time frame, we can see that the market has already touched this level recently. Pay attention. We had here the bearish breakout candle, and then the market has went all the way, respected that level, but did not actually give it a real pressure. Now we are having here this candle, which if the candle closes like that, it's gonna close in just 20 minutes. If this candle closes like that, then we can expect from the next few candles to be another bullish candles, and most likely they're gonna reach that level of a resistance, and I think the market is gonna start the bearish reversal right from that point. So of course, if that happens, we will be aiming at least the support, the lowest level of the real support as 0.69481, which means we are aiming approximately 97 pips profit from this signal. Meanwhile, the safe zone should be ranging only till a little bit above the real level of the resistance, which means the safe zone is going to be ranging for about 45 pips and a take profit level of 101 pips. Let me now please write the signal for you. And there goes your signal, my friends, for the AUDUSD. By the way, I forgot to tell you that the pound USD, we have actually adjusted the take profit level to be at 1.19637 because the given target was not realistic. That was actually more than 237 pips, which I don't like to give. Meanwhile, the original take profit level is gonna be 157 pips. That's everything for the AUDUSD. Let's now move to the USDCAD. Alright, so the USDCAD, as you can see, has also went straight to the take profit level, but sadly did not trigger any of our buy orders. And let me now delete this signal. And I guess, guys, it's very obvious where I'm going to give you the buy order for the USDCAD. Yes, that's right. It's gonna be exactly right here at that support level at 1.28182. We have to wait for the USDCAD to fall for about 44 pips before we can start buying it. That's actually another very good setup and trustworthy one, which we can be waiting for. We can see that the market here has created a real level of a support, and we had here a false breakout. Then we can see another real level of a support, and then another false breakout. Guess what's gonna happen when the market is gonna fall to reach that level of a real support? Yes, that's right. Most likely, I would say about 98%, the market is gonna make here a bullish reversal, and it's gonna continue the rise at least to hit the nearest strong key resistance level at 1.29350. It doesn't really need any further analysis. That's enough for myself. I mean, I don't really need to analyze it more than that. Which means we are aiming approximately 100 pips profit from this signal. Meanwhile, the safe zone is going to be ranging just till the lowest level of the support zone right here at 1.27662, meaning we have to buy the USDCAD at 1.28182, and the take profit level is gonna be placed at 1.29206. That's everything for the USDCAD. Let's now move to the USDJPY. USDJPY has been very loyal to me this time. Look at that perfection. I'm very happy and proud about it. I have tears now. I have tears, guys. It's very good signal. I'm very happy about it. Look at that. The market has reversed exactly where I have mentioned to start buying the pair with 0 drawdowns, and the market has respected that level of a real support. Thankfully, I'm very happy to say that the analysis of Xtreme Trader is always trustworthy. That's good. So meaning the USDJPY have made in total 176 profit from this signal. I really hope you guys have taken this signal and have made some decent profits. I'm asking you in every video to write your review about the signals if you have made any profits with them, and guess what? Nothing. So far I see nothing. People are not saying anything. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, let's now analyze the USDJPY. So from the first sight, you might tell me most likely the USDJPY is actually going to start the bullish reversal right here on that support at 134.351. Assuming that we are having here a real level of a support, and most likely the market is going to be respecting that level of a real support. So you might actually tell me that we can start buying right here, saying that this support level right here is going to be respected. But that's not really the scenario, because we had here a resistance zone. Let me just show it to you. Check this out. So we had here a resistance, and seems like the market right now is actually respecting that level of a real resistance. Now let's pay attention. We had here 1, 2, 3 attempts of a strong resistance, and the market has made actually a massive fall right every time. After every time the market has reached that level of a resistance. Then when we had here one breakout candle, the market has created one single attempt of a support, then instantly created a very strong bearish movement. So this level is quite stronger as a resistance and rather than a support, which means the market right now is still inside this resistance zone, and most likely is going to continue the fall. So where exactly can we start buying the USDJPY? Because I believe that this pair is going to be bullish. I don't see it bearish at all at the moment. If we check the daily chart, my friends, this pattern here, the price action, is strongly and passively for the buy, in my opinion. So it's a matter of where exactly we can start buying the USDJPY. We had right here a resistance trend line, and as we can see, the market seems like it has been able to break out from that level of a resistance trend line. So going back now to the 4-hour time frame, where exactly we can start buying the USDJPY? The answer lies here, exactly at that previous resistance. Why? Check the history. Look at the past. We can see that the market... Wait a minute, I need to go to the past. So we can see clearly that the market has also been able to create here a very strong key support level. It was a real level of a support. Then we had here a false breakout. Then we can see that the same level of a real level of a support has also become a resistance. And pay attention, it was the real level of the resistance. This was, my friends, right here. Also the real level of the previous level of a real support. It was a real level of a resistance. Then we had here a false breakout, and another false breakout, and another false breakout. Then we can see that level of a resistance, a real level of a resistance, has been respected once more or again. So that all of that says that most likely the USDJPY is going to be falling for about 47 pips before it's going to become a new support. Now let me just use now the supported trend lines. Now we are having here the supported trend line. Actually, to be honest, it's like that. So all we need to do right now is simply drag the very same support trend line which I have drawn right here, and simply drag it all the way till it reaches the nearest supported trend line. Exactly just like that. So we can actually assume that the market most likely is going to continue the fall to create here a tail, and then is going to continue the rise, and that supported trend line most likely is going to be respected. So that being said, I believe we can start buying the USDJPY right here, and the target is going to be the highest level of the resistance at 135.462, which means this signal, hopefully if it works, is going to provide us 157 pips of profit. Meanwhile, this safe zone should be ranging only till, actually I'm looking at the left side, because I'm relying mainly on that level of a real support. So the edge of the safe zone is going to be ranging till the lowest level of that support, which means the edge of the entire safe zone is going to be ranging for about 68 pips and take profit level of 158 pips. And that's everything for the USDJPY. Let's now move to the USDCHF. Alright, so for the USDCHF, also it has went straight to the take profit level without touching our buy level. However, let's get rid of this signal and let's see now what we can do with the USDCHF. I believe it's so obvious. It's so obvious. Like, really, guys, do I have to analyze this for you? Seriously, obvious. We have to wait for the USDCHF to fall for about 30 pips, reaching the lowest level of a real strong support at 0.94709. That's it. I'm thinking what else I can say. I really don't know what else I can say about it. It's very clear, very obvious signal. It's like money lying on the corner, and all we need to do is just going over there and pick it up. Someone actually has said that, I don't remember who, but that's a very beautiful quote I remember from one of the successful Forex traders. He said that he always waits for the market to show a very obvious setup for his trades, and all he needs to do is simply wait for it to be completed, and he will just go over there and pick up that money, which in his opinion is just lying right there. That's a very beautiful quote. I actually had it on my desktop to remind me that I should always be patient and wait for the perfect setups to occur, so I will not actually risk my money in nonsense setups, because I simply cannot wait. So I really think the analysis for the USDCHF was way too obvious and way too simple. I don't think we need to analyze it any further than that. Let's straight now go to the gold. Alright, now regarding the gold, I'm not going to say a single word till you guys hit the like button. Go ahead, I'm waiting for you. Did you guys hit the like button? I hope you did. Alright, so let me now delete the old signal and let's see now what we can do next with the gold. Now, let me just tell you something. On the daily chart, the gold has actually managed to break out from that level of a strong support level at 1785.65. I actually have told you earlier that this level is very critical and we have to wait for the gold to break out from it. And I told you, my friend, also, I said that in the gold analysis video and the gold signals video, I mean, that once we have seen here a strong bearish breakout candle from that support, then do not proceed to buy the market at all. We have to wait here a strong sign, like a weakness in the level, to show us that the gold is actually indeed going to start a bullish reversal. If you have set any pending orders, cancel them instantly, and do not ever set any pending orders with my signals, because I'm a guy who relies on the price action. So the price action right here says a lot. It says that the gold has actually broke out from that strong support at 1785.65. So now what we can do next with the gold? Actually, the real level of the resistance right here is most likely going to be respected at 1786.08, and I believe we have to wait for the gold to rise for about 100 pips before we can start shorting it, because the level of 1786.08 is actually very strong level. Pay attention. We had here a real level of a resistance, false breakout, then the market has actually been ranging right there as a support. Then finally we had here the major bearish breakout from that level, and we had one single wick right here creates actually, or identified, sorry, as a resistance number 1. So in other words, we can start shorting the gold right on the resistance number 2. Now let me just tell you something. We have here also a resistance trend line, and pay attention, the market is really, actually it's like that. If we want to analyze it correctly, it's like this. So the market is indeed respecting that level as a resistance trend line, and sadly the market hasn't been able to break out from that strong key support level at 1786.08. It was a very strong key support level, and I told you the level usually, guys, for the gold 1700, 1800, 1900 is always a critical levels. You cannot expect a simple breakout from those levels. If the market has actually reached 1800, so check this out. The market has actually been able to reach 1807.33 and instantly has reversed. And right now the market has actually created here a real level of a resistance, and guess where it is? That's right, it's exactly on 1800.07. So meaning that was the real level of the resistance, and the market right now is getting ready for another fall. So most likely the market is going to continue the fall for this time. Now for the take profit level, if I'm not mistaken, the gold is going to continue the fall till it reaches 1754.55, which means we are aiming approximately 311 pips profit from this signal. Meanwhile, a safe zone of the entire level of that zone, which means the edge of the safe zone will be ranging till 1802.42 for a simple reason, because we are still having here the resistance trend line, and there might be a chance for the market to rise a little bit more, reach the same level of the resistance trend line, and after that is gonna continue the fall. That being said, gold, in my opinion, my friends, gonna be good to be shorted right here as 1786.08, and the take profit level at the lowest level of the support at 1754. What is this? It's totally wrong. I would like to repeat again. 1754.55. That should be everything for the midweek analysis. And again, my friends, please be careful for the high impact news for this week. Don't ever set pending orders at all with my signals. Always rely on the price action and just wait for the right moment to place your trades. Until then, I hope that it's informative to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.